Yeah. Morning all. So before I start, can anyone please confirm whether my voice is clear, whether the screen is visible or not? Yes.
Yes, sir.
So in the last class, I was briefing you about Python software foundation, Python versions, installation, execution modes. See, two modes of execution, interactive mode and batch mode. Interactive mode, directly we type Python statements and we interact statement by statement, right? And next we have got batch mode. Here we write set of statements within the editors or IDEs. Save it by using .py extension and later submit it to Python. So what are the various editors? Notepad, Edit Plus, VI, Nano. What are the various IDs where we can write the Python code, right? PyCharm, PyDev, Komodo, Spider, Eclipse, NetBeans. So I'm going to show you on different IDs, right? How to download them, how to write the Python code and execute the Python code on different IDs. Developing the first Python application. Developing the first Python application using a editor. Developing the first Python application using a editor. Example like Notepad. Example like Notepad. Open Notepad and type the following. Open Notepad. Open Notepad and type the following Python statements. See, up to now, we didn't discuss anything about Python. So I will take just two values, 10 and 20. X is 10, Y is 20. And I want to perform some kind of arithmetic operations. Want to perform some kind of arithmetic operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, x plus y, x minus y, x into y, x by y. So developing the first Python application using the editor like Notepad. We open Notepad and type the following Python statements. So true values, performing addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Right, I'll copy this. I'm copying this to a separate Notepad file. Right. X is 10, Y is 20. Yes. X plus Y, X minus Y, X into Y, X by Y. File, save. As py. Sample1 dot py. Save as sample1 dot py. And now submit this file. and now submit this file to Python as right. Now, you have written the Python code within the notepad, saved it as sample1.py. Now submit this file to Python. Go to command prompt by typing cmd in the search panel. Right. Just type Python and don't say enter. If we say enter, it will go to interactive mode. Just say Python and specify the path where the file is available within the C drive. Python 7am. Sample1.py. Just say enter. Right. 10 plus 20, 10 minus 20, 10 into 20, 10 by 20. Just type Python and specify the path where the file is available. What is the file name, in which folder, and in which drive. But here we are writing the code. We are writing the code at one place and executing at the other place. We are writing the code at one place and executing at the other place. We are writing the code at one place means where you are writing within the notepad, and executing at the other place where you are executing within the command prompt. And executing at other place within the command prompt. But to write and execute at the same place, but to write and execute at the same place, but to write and execute at the same place, we have IDLE. We have IDLE, which comes along with Python installation, which comes along with Python installation. Using which we can write and execute at the same place. Using which we can write and execute at the same place. Now, I'll show you how to open this IDLE and how to write the code and execute the code, right, at the same place. So IDLE, you can just type IDLE here within the search. IDLE. IDLE Python 3.12. In this way, you can open Python shell gets opened like this. Or you can go to start programs, check all apps, and check where your Python is available, right? Python 3.12. What is the first thing we see? IDLE, right? Click it. If you want to work with interactive mode, you can interact here, 4 plus 5. But if you want to work with batch mode, say file, new file. Here itself you will write the code. Here itself will execute the code. X is 10, Y is 20, print X plus Y, X minus Y. Save it. Python 7 a.m. Right. Within this Python 7 a.m. Save it as sample2.py. Okay, just I written the code and I can execute here itself. I written the code and run option is there here. Run model. That's it. 10 plus 20, 10 minus 20, 10 into 20. Okay. So we are writing the code here itself. We are executing the code here itself, right? Writing and executing it. One second. Okay, so here itself we are writing the code. Here itself we can execute the code, right? We are writing the code and here itself we can run and run module. You can say, right? Yes. Run a run module. Okay, fine. Later I'll show you how to work within the IDEs. So after we are completed with little bit of technical content, I'll just show you how to work on IDEs. How to download the IDE, how to write the code, execute the code within the IDEs. Okay. Now, Python data types. Okay. Python data types. Data types and variables. Every organization use case has got data and operations. Every organization use case has got data and operations. Data represented using data types or variables. Operations represented using functions. See, every organization use case has got data and operations, data represented using data types or variables, operations represented using functions. Okay, operations represented using functions. See, every organization has got data and operations skills. For example, take a example of a bank. Bank has got data and operations. Data means like customer data, customer account number, ID, name, address, balance, all this. Operations like deposit operation, withdraw operation, transfer operation, all this, right? So data using data types are variables, operations using functions. For example, if you see, if we compare with C or C++ or Java comparison with Python, in other programming, right? In other programming, if you want to define a variable like x equal to 10, compulsorily we need to define int. Data type defining is compulsory. If you want to define y equal to 4.5, compulsory float y. Z equal to hello. You should say string z. So without this data type defining, we cannot create these variables x, y, z. Here x equal to 10. What you are trying to assign to x? What you are trying to assign to x? Integer value. What is that? Integer value, right? So here no need to define this data type here in Python. So here what kind of variable is x? What kind of variable x is integer variable? Why it is integer? Because you assigned here data type defined. Here what kind of variable y is means float. What kind of variable z is string. But here what kind of variable x is because what value of assigned to it. What value you have assigned to it. Based upon the value assigned, the variable x is going to get created dynamically. There is a function in Python type of x, integer type. Why it is integer type? Because you have assigned an integer value to it. Y equal to 4.5. Type of y, float. Why it is float? Because you have assigned a float value to it. So depending upon the value only, the variable gets created dynamically. Z equal to hello. You are assigning a string. Type of Z is what type? String type. Type of Z is string type. Type of X, type of Y, type of Z. Okay, fine. So what value you are assigning to a variable? Based on the value assigned, the variables are going to get created dynamically. So to make you understand much better, I'm going to discuss 4 cases on this. 4 cases, right? Case 1. Whenever I say x equal to 10, an object with value 10 is going to get created. It is going to have some address. The address is given to x. What x is storing? What X is storing means? Don't say X is storing 10. X stores the address. Whenever I say here, three things you need to understand. Print X means it goes to this address and prints the content whatever present at that address. Prints the content at that address. Print the content at that address. Print the content at that address is what? 10. If I want to print the address, there is a function called id of X. Prints the address of X. 1030. Print the type of X. Data type of X. What type? Integer type. So here, how to print the content, how to print the address, how to print the type. Prints the content, prints the address, prints the type. That's case 1. Now observe this case 2. Now everyone try to respond. I want the sessions to be interactive from here on, right? You can unmute yourself and you can try to give your response, or you can type your response in the chat panel, right? So if X value is 10, Y is 20, how many objects are created internally? Two objects. Yes, 10 with some address. The address is given to X. For 20 also one object created with some address. The address is given to Y. Now try to say what is print X?
Content of X and Y.
Print X only. Print X only I'm saying.
Okay.
10.
It goes to this address and prints whatever content at the address, that is 10. If I say I want to print the address, ID of X. ID of X is what?
103070.
103070. Type of X.
Int.
Integer type. Print Y.
20.
20. Address of Y.
104080.
104080. Type of Y.
Int.
Int type. So two different variables with two different values, then two different objects with two different addresses. Two different variables with two different values, two different objects with two different addresses. This is case 2. Now case 3. X equal to 10, Y equal to 10. How many objects are getting created here?
2
objects.
And observe carefully, only one object is going to get created here. Only one object. Before creating object for Y, it checks any object with value 10 if it is already available in the memory. If available, the same address will be given. Means if X value is 10, Y value is 10, Z also 10. Don't think 3 objects with value 10 will be created in the memory. Only one object, its address is given to X, Y, and Z. Address is given to X, Y, and Z. So here X, Y, and Z, they are sharing the same content. They are sharing the same address. Okay. If X value is 10, Y is 20, Z is 30. How many objects?
3.
3. But here the values are same, only one object. If values are different, multiple objects. Now, can I say like X, Y, and Z, they are sharing the same content in the address? Print X,
10.
print Y, or print Z. Everything is 10 only. ID of X, ID of Y, ID of Z 103070, right? Case 3. Now observe this case 4. X equal to 10, X equal to 20. How many objects here? 2, right? For 10, one object is going to get created with value 10 with some address. The address given to X. For 20, one more object. The address is given to X. Now, if I say print X, what is the X value it prints? 10 or 20 or both?
Both.
Everyone.
What is the latest value?
It always prints the previously X value was 10, now X value changed to 20. It always prints the latest value. Okay. It always prints the latest value, its address. What happens to the previous one means it gets removed. It gets removed. Yes. So these are the 4 cases, right? What happens internally when we are defining some variables? Now, next is data types. Data types are of 2 types. Fundamental data types. Second is like collection data types. Fundamental data types means object holding single value. Object holding single value. X equal to 10. One object created with value 10 with some address. The address is given to X, means here object holding single value. Object to holding single value. Collection data type means object holding group of values. Object to holding, the name itself saying collection of values. Collection data types means collection of values. Object holding group of values. An object is created. Ten, 20, 30, 40, 50, 109070. This address is given to X. So here object holding group of values. Here object to holding object holding single value, object holding group of values. Object holding single value, fundamental data type. Object holding group of values, collection data type. Collection of values, group of values, multiple values, right? Now, within this search, if I type IDLE, IDLE gets opened. File, new file, you can say. Okay. Fundamental data types. Fundamental data types mainly are of 5 types. Fundamental data types are mainly are of 5 types. Int, float, boolean, string, complex. Int, float, boolean, string, complex. Int, age 25. Float, height 6.3. Something in decimals. Boolean, which returns either true or false. Which returns either true or false. String, sequence, collection of characters, right? Sequence, collection of characters. Complex in general mathematics like a plus ib, x plus iy. But in Python, instead of I, we need to use j. Height 6.3, boolean, true or false, string city equal to Hyderabad, complex x plus jy. Fundamental data types are of 5 types. Collection. Collection data types are 4 types. List, tuple, four types of collection: list, tuple, set, dictionary. List by using square bracket, tuple you by using normal braces. Dictionary by using key and value. A list, tuple, set, and a dictionary, right? By seeing the braces only, you should identify what type of collection it is, right? Yes. So dictionary, okay, collection of key value pairs. For example, key value pairs means like name, Ajay, age, 25. For example, this is key, this is value. This is key, and this is value. Key value representations, right? Key value representations. Collection of key and value representations, right? So we have got a lot of discussion on this, right? Collection types. Nearly for 1 week, we'll be discussing on it. List, list indexing, list properties, list slicing, list functions, list methods, list addresses, nested list, list modifications, right? Similarly for tuple, sets, and dictionaries. In here, we have got lot of discussion on string. We have got lot of discussion on string. Save it. String. A string is a sequence collection of characters. A string is a sequence collection of characters. A string is a sequence collection of characters. In Python, a string is represented. In Python, a string is represented using single quote, using double quote, using triple quote, yeah. In Python, a string is represented using single quote, double quote, and triple quote. A string is a sequence collection of characters. For a single line string, you go for single quote or double quote. For multi-line string, you go for triple quote. Each character of a string Each character of a string is represented or accessed by a unique index. String supports two types of indexes. String supports two types of indexes. Forward index or positive index starts from left to right. Index starts from left to right. Index starts with 0. Backward index or negative index. Forward index or positive index starts from left to right. Index starts with 0. Backward index or negative index starts from right to left. Index starts with -1. Just observe this. X equal to Python. Within double quotes, if you are representing anything, yes. Internally, one object gets created within this object. P Y T H O N 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is forward index or positive index. Negative index also, right? -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6. It's going to have some address. The address is given to X. X is the string. What is the value of X of 3 here? X is the string in the X string. The third gap. X of 3 is H. X of -3 is what?
H.
H. Okay. So single line comment starts with hash symbol. It's not executable, right? Single line comments start with hash symbol. Multi-line comments start with triple quote, end with triple quote. Start with triple quote, end with triple quote. X equal to Python. Print X. Type of X. Type of X is what type? String type, str. Print X. Type of X is what type? String type. Print len of X. Length of X, right? Length of X means number of characters within the string. Len of X. Y equal to programming. Y equal to programming, right? print x plus y. Just I take 5 minutes more. X plus y. Concatenation we say. Concatenation. Nothing but adding two strings. Adding two strings. Adding two strings means first string followed by second string.
Hello, do we need to write the running notes for this class?
Means Python plus programming. Python programming. I want space between Python and programming, right? Just say x plus space plus y.
సార్
Yes.
పైథాన్ కి పైథాన్ లో n తర్వాత లేదంటే ప్రోగ్రామ్ లో p ముందు కూడా స్పేస్ ఇవ్వచ్చు కదా సార్?
Yes.
ఓకే సార్.
Okay. We have got many
Hello,
strings.
sir. Hello.
Yes. Yes.
Do we write the new running notes or will you provide the notes for this one?
Yeah. So I'll provide provide this soft copy, whatever I'm typing, I'll be forwarding. But if you have got any possibility, you can also make running notes. Anyhow, I'll be forwarding it. But still, if we can make running notes, it will be good. Okay. So here, string methods. Just string methods, right? We no need to write huge codings here. We have got string methods available. First one, upper, to print in uppercase. To print in uppercase, right? For example, x equal to Hyderabad. Print x is the string. I want to print the entire Hyderabad in uppercase. Yes, to print this in uppercase. Hyderabad in uppercase. Next is lower. To print in lowercase. X equal to Mumbai. If we say Mumbai, right? I want to print this in lowercase means print x dot lower. So it gets printed in lowercase. Mumbai in lowercase. See the third one, right? X equal to India. INDIA. I want only the first character I in the uppercase, remaining all in the lower cases. How can I do this? We have got one more method. X dot capitalize. It capitalizes only the first character I. With the first character in remaining all in the lower cases. Capitalize. For capitalizing the first character of a string. This x equal to India, only the first character I only in the uppercase, remaining all in the lower cases. Yes. For example, x equal to good morning, Hyderabad. How many words are there here? How many words? 3 words. Each and every word, first character I want in uppercase. Each and every word, first character I want in uppercase. Print X dot title. X dot title, that's it. Check it. Each and every word, even if you have got 20 words, each and every word, first character in the uppercase, right? G in uppercase, M in uppercase, H in uppercase, right? Every word, first character in the uppercase. What is that? Capitalize. For capitalizing the first character of each word in a string. One more example. Check this output, right? Each and every word, first character in the uppercase or not? G in uppercase, morning, M in uppercase, Hyderabad, H in uppercase, every word, first character in uppercase. One more example. Employees' names are like this. Rahul, Ajay, Blake, David, Rohit, Amar, James. In this way, some employee names are there. So if I want each and every employee name first character to be in uppercase, print EMPS dot title, EMPS dot title, right? Rahul, Ajay, Blake, David, Rohit, Amar, and James. Each and every employee name, first character in the uppercase. This way, if 100 names there, each and every employee name, first character in the uppercase. You have got a method called replace method, right? Replace.
19.
For replacing a portion of a string.
बंद
Please be in me.
बंद
For replacing a portion of a string. X equal to, I'm saying like Java is easy. Print what you want to replace. X dot replace with what, which word? Java. With what word? Python. What is the output you get? Replace the word Java with Python and print it. Python is easy. Okay. In this way, okay, we have got many methods. That's in upper, lower, capitalize, title. Yes, this is the title. Title, right? Capitalize, title, replace, swap case, count, strip, find, starts with, ends with. In this way, we have got many methods. So in the next class, I'll be discussing all the various other methods of the string. We don't need to write huge codings here in Python. Very simple syntax, just like normal English statements, right? So the next class will be on Monday, but the link will be changing for Monday's class, right? The link will be changing. So everyone try to get enrolled. Yes. You can see in the short panel, right? The payment details and the procedure, everything is provided. The demo video, the previous demo video is given in that. Course content link is given. Yes. Demo video, course content link. Any queries you got, anyone? So only for Python, right? So we'll be spending nearly 70 hours, 2 to 2.5 months. The fee structure is 5,000. And for apart from Python, for if you go for full stack, web development, UI technologies will be discussed, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap. Apart from that, Django framework with 15 to 20 applications creations in one project, right? So for that, the fee structure is 10,000, right? Yes. Don't forget to send the screenshot of your payment.
Sir, what is the duration of full stack Python?
So I said 70 hours for Python and nearly 60 hours for totally 120 to 130 hours will become 4 months. But if you want, if it doesn't have that much of time, you can go parallelly also, right? Monday to Friday, you'll have classes on Python. Saturday and Sunday, there'll be many Django batches that will be running, right? So if you once you get enrolled, you can attend any of my Django batch. So immediately Django won't be started. Before that, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, all this will be discussed. It takes time, right, for that. Okay. So every day you will be getting the recorded video of this soft copy of the notes, assignments and tasks. A WhatsApp group will be created for technical discussion. Okay.
Sir, can I pay fee after 1 week, sir?
Talk to online team, right? Actually,
Okay.
the link will be provided only who got enrolled, right? Actually. Fine. So Monday the link will be changing. Yes. So you can just
Hello.
yes.
Can we get job with alone Python? Because full stack means only Python programming.
Okay. You a fresher?
I'm looking with experience.
Experience means compulsory Django required. Without Django, you cannot create a project in Python.
Okay, with Python and Django is sufficient or into further HTML, CSS also
HTML, all
mandatory.
this full stack Python, you need to read full stack Python. For developing a project, you need to have the entire knowledge on full stack Python. So just Python, okay, if you are going for data science, big data, or testing, or if you are going for AWS DevOps, just learn Python and go and implement it. But if you want career in Python, right, compulsory these frameworks, Django, say all this UI technologies, web development is required. Everything will be discussed in the course.
Is it easy but full stack? I think difficult.
Full stack is very simple, easy, right? So already know here we are creating .py file. There we no need to create .py files. Everything the code is available.
Less code only, no? Complex lines of
Well,
thousands of lines.
do you see any complex word in this? Whatever in the program I'm
In this,
showing you?
no, it's a practice. I can see looks like me easy, but once I type now, I don't know
Okay. So here
what error I will.
every statement will be like normal English statements only, right?
Yes, sir. Looks like normal English statement. Design also similar in this way.
Then also, if you are attending the session and if you are doing the practicals regularly, you won't see any difficulty anywhere.
In this scripting and procedure language, object oriented are different in one Python. Is it combining three languages?
So just
Object oriented and
in Python, I'm going to discuss procedural oriented with Python, object oriented with Python, modular programming with Python. Yes.
scripting also. Scripting is not there.
Python is a scripting language only, right? Scripting will be discussed. So all this I'll be discussing as part of the course. Okay. Fine. Okay. So So just everyone get enrolled. You can see the payment details in the chart panel. You can copy that. You can do those payment and send the screenshot to the screenshot of your payment to online team. This the mail ID is given. You will be getting the link, right? Yes. So Monday a WhatsApp group will be created, right, for technical discussion. Yes. So I'm stopping for now. We'll continue on Monday, 7 o'clock, right? Yes. Thank you all for your time. Meet you on Monday. Yes.